morning. Welcome to the Lady Do build site. I have the transmission finally ordered. I got a ZF63A with a 2.7 gear reduction. It should be here sometime next week. It's being shipped. Due to that, I can now go ahead and build the engine beds, engine mounts, and put in the shaft log for the propeller, because I know for sure what the transmission's going to be. Before this, I didn't want to install any of that for fear that the transmission I wanted or wouldn't be there, or I got a great deal on another transmission that didn't quite meet the same kind of measurements that this one does. So now we can get started. So we cut out some engine beds, and Sarah got them welded up for us this week or yesterday. Those can go in. Then I got some engine mounts built. So I welded up some engine mounts. Those will have to be finish welded. They're just tack welded together right now. For the John Deere 4045 that we've got to put in. And then the transmission will bolt to the back, and we'll know the rest of the dimensions from there. So I'm probably making this more complicated than it needs to be, but my thought process is this. I have to set the prop or the shaft log so that it comes out the prop wash at the right location at the aft of the boat. Then it has to be at the correct angle up into the engine room. To do that, this temporary brace will come out before it's all over with. That's just there to help support this portion of the keel. But I'm going to have to bring the shaft log out to this point. It's got to go through station 39, station 36, and up in here through this one. And then finally into station 30 and into the engine room. And it's got to come out from the forward area of this engine room in the correct location. So preparing for all this, I'm going to have to figure out a way of getting me a straight line through there. I'll probably use a laser and a level to get my 10 degrees. And I cut a hatch in the pilot house sole. Now, that will get, a hatch put back over it. But the intention is when it's all over with, the pilot house will have the same size hatch up there. And if for any reason I have to pull the motor out of this boat over the years, I'll have a boom that is meant for loading and unloading the dinghy, but it'll be strong enough that it can lift the motor up out of the engine and set it on a pier if I need to get it repaired. So that's also how we're putting it in now. So anyways, we got to build the engine beds, the motor mounts, finish welding all those. I still got to build mounts for the transmission, which I have most of the material cut out, but I want to have the transmission in hand before I actually weld them together. And then line them all up. I have rubberized engine isolators coming so that I can put them in. I'll bolt it all together, set the motor in there, get my alignments going on the shaft log, and see if I can get this thing stabbed and aligned without too much drama. Never done any of this before, so it's a thought process, and I have to say I'm working on it. I'll work the problem as it comes.